Let's have a look at survey errors. Now there are two types of survey errors. There are errors called sampling errors, and this is as soon as I take a sample, I have sampling error. Okay, you cannot avoid it. It's the fact that I've got a sample, I don't know everything about everyone in the population, therefore I'm going to always have sampling error. The other type is non-sampling errors, and so this is looking at a few other particular types of it, and we'll go into that in more detail. So sampling error. So if I was to take a census, and the little image that we've got here is from our 2013 census. So this gives us the proportion of male and female, the total number of people in our country, and so on. So if I know all of this information about every single person in the country, then I've got my census, and therefore I will not have sampling error. But we usually take a sample because the time that it takes to do a census and the cost of this is huge, okay? So hundreds of millions of dollars to do a census. So what is a census? That is when the government asks every person in the country a bunch of questions to collect information to help make decisions. Okay, this happens about once every 4 years and costs hundreds of millions of dollars. Okay, if we take a sample and we were then to take a second sample, would we get the same data? Would we get the same results? So this is the idea of sampling variability, and we've got to be aware that every time I take a new sample, I'm going to get different information. Okay, so each new sample will give me different individuals and therefore different data. However, the results should be similar. Okay, for example, if I collected data on heights of teenagers, then another sample should give me similar heights, as all teenagers are similar in some way. Okay. Now the difference between those results is called a sampling error, and that's due to the fact that we're going to take an estimate of the population parameter. So I'm going to use the sample median, not the population median. Okay, and that's what a sampling error is. So the second type of error are non-sampling errors. So they are due to other factors. Okay, so the key thing that we want to remember is that we want data that is representative. That's the gold standard. Okay, now if data has been selected randomly, then we will get representative data.